button. Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Eunice and I was recruited by Stacy probably coming up on 3 years now. So my anniversary is in May. I joined Pampered Chef because when the quick cooker was launched, I was super excited the first time I made anything and I dropped the lid on the floor and it cracked. So I have two quick cookers. One is totally taped together with electrical tape. It's I call her Tallulah the shitbox. Excuse my language. She works. She's not pretty. And Pampered Chef was like, well, we don't sell replacement lids, so you have to buy a new one. And I was like, well, okay, we're gonna make this work. So you know, I was making it work and I was hosting all the parties. Stacy was my hostess with the mostest. And the opportunity came up to join and it was a $59 quick cooker. So I jumped on board, and that month they also did, if you sold $1,500 in your first little period, you would get a kit credit back. So yay, let's do it. We didn't have fast start rewards when I started up, and I wish we did, because those dangling carrots are everything. Like, you know, every month they give us a new consultant special to aim for, and those carrots, when you're new, 1 month, 1 week, 3 months, whatever it is, to get free product, like why wouldn't you do it, right? So I'm going to start off by introducing you to the back office. I'm not sure if any of you have had a chance to get acquainted with Dash training, and to also check in on our ClickUp document on our main page. Has anyone looked at that at all yet?
What did you call it?
The ClickUp document.
Oh, no.
Okay. I will touch base on that after. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Let's see. Where am I? Is it that one? That one? I don't know. That one? Where are we? So I can't even see what I'm seeing. See, I am not good at this at all. So
I just lost my screen to you here.
So if you have not seen it, can you actually, hold on. Can you see my consultants corner right now?
No,
No.
just the ClickUp document.
Okay. Well, see, this is dumb. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Well, I can't see it. Well, let's do this. Let's go to the ClickUp document and I will start my consultants corner from there. All right.
You can see it now.
Okay. So when you enter into your back office, more than likely, because you're new, you'll have your dash little button here, and then you'll have how far you have to reaching your 30, 60, 90 day goals with a little ticker. So dash training is what I want to get started on first. So when you get into dash, there's all sorts of fun modules that Pampered Chef has put together for us. I like to say that you don't need to take all of the training all at once. Don't do it. You don't need to be a master of everything before you have a party. So the most important ones I always like to direct people to do is go to your welcome, go to your get started, and learn all about the different training. So the table, if you're going to do table parties, do your party trainings, and ways to party, booking and selling. Those are the ones that I always ask my ladies to start with first. You know, product knowledge comes with time. Things are always changing, things are always improving. So you don't need to be I want to say product guru. to host a party, to run parties at all. Everything is there for us. If you need like a quick answer, it's all here in Dash. So this is such an important tool when people are just starting up. Another really important tool that I like is, let's see if I can, where did it go? Is in our Facebook group. I'm hoping that you're all part of Stacy's PC Trailblazers group.
Mhm.
Okay, so when we are in there, it is a pinned document right at the very top. I think there's about 7 announcements. So right here, this is the ClickUp document. So this is also a huge document that Stacy and Andrea have put together for us. And it basically leads you into how to start your business strong. So if we click onto it, there's a welcome video, there's getting started, how to book your first 4 parties, setting up your parties on Consultants Corner, all that fun stuff. But I'm going to walk you through that too. So starting a party. How many of you know how many different kinds of parties we have at Pampered Chef? So we have the
4,
table
5.
5.
I can't remember.
So we have a catalog style party. We have an in-person party, which no one's really been doing over the past couple of years because of COVID. We have our normal Facebook parties. We have table parties. So table parties are great because if you have a host who isn't on social media, isn't on Facebook, doesn't want to do like all the different, like, you know, Instagram or Pinterest or whatever it is that you're running your parties on, table is really handy. So to start a party, you can click on this little icon here, the plus sign that says create, or you can go into my parties and orders, and you can always do that. So we're going to create a party. So there's the create a party link here. Create an order if you want to do an order that's not attached to a party, I find, or if you want to create a contact. So we're going to create a party. And so your choices are in-person party, virtual party, catalog party. Catalog parties are also really great for people who aren't on social media. So I have a lot of people who just say work in a hospital or work in a school, and they're not really on social media a whole lot, or they, one of my hosts says her friends are too old to be on social media. So what I like to do is drop off a handful of catalogs. I'll print off order sheets for them, and then they can shop, they can make notes of what they want, and then they'll hand in the sheets in, and I'll input all the stuff for them and get it shipped out to them. But most likely you're going to be doing a virtual party. So click on that. And then we have a few options. You don't have to select any of these. So if you want to do a fundraiser, those are pretty awesome. So you have a cause. Pampered Chef does a donation in a certain percentage of the sales to go to the cause of the choice. You can do a wedding. So people who have a registry, if they want to have a party, a good way to beef up their stuff at home. Shared rewards, if you're not totally aware of what it is, it's where the host doesn't get any benefits but shares the benefits with everyone in the party. So it starts from a 2.5% all the way up to 25%. So everyone shares in the party. So you don't have the 50% off, you don't have the 60% off, but the host does get the 10% off for the rest of the year. So what we do, we start a time, so we can select a date, we can do a start date, we can do a finish date whenever we want. I like to unclick this button here, display party address and host phone number. Not everyone wants their information out on the internet, so I will unclick that. And then you put in your customers' information. If they already are in your contact list, a little pull down will come and you can click on that and it autofills all of their information. If you want, there is an option to ship something to a different location other than the host. So if you're doing like a wedding shower, bridal shower, all that fun stuff, the host could be the mom, the sister, bridesmaid, whoever, and then they can ship it directly to wherever they want. In this next field here, you can change your party name. You can change what you want your link to say, and then you just click create your party, and there you go. Thinking, and all of a sudden we have a party booked. Yay! So when you're in this party page setup, you can also change your links. So these are all the links that they have. So you can shop directly on the party. You can shop on the party page. This is the link that I like to share with all my guests. And the host dashboard is there. There's also training for your hosts available. Under theme, you can edit your theme. Pampered Chef has made it super easy for us to set up parties. There are so many different templates that they have already set up for us, like a wine, cheese, and chocolate party, fajitas and margaritas, which is super fun in the springtime and summertime, wedding shower, quick fix dinners, brunch and bevies, sips and apps, one pot meals, etc., etc. So once you select what you wanted to do, you can even change the theme description. So whatever you want it to say, you can do that. Click on save, and then it'll change the cover photo as well as your text description. From there, another thing I wanted to talk about when we're in Consultants Corner is our marketing imagery. Such a great tool for us to have. They have made it super easy for us to find graphics and videos. What I like to do, if you're searching for a particular video, you can even type in video and click enter, and it will pull up all the videos that Pampered Chef has put together for us. Anything from the new products, people talking about why incentive trips are like such an amazing thing to earn, recipes, tool videos, you name it, it's in here. It's amazing. Where you can also find amazing things in here is our all of our promotions going on for the month. So your host specials, your guest specials, what's featured this month, how to do recruiting, all your recipes. So this is such a powerful tool. If you haven't been and taken a look around marketing imagery, I highly suggest you go and spend some time and just take a look at what's in there. There's so much to use. So you can like beef up your parties, you can change your templates, whatever it is. The next thing I wanted to talk about is your why. So a lot of times, I'm sure you've heard someone say, what is your why? So I'm going to say when I first started with Pampered Chef, my why was I lived in kitchen supply stores and I love to cook and I'm a huge foodie. So my why was just to get out of my comfort zone and hey, I'm already using the product. Why not try to sell it? Pretty weak why. So what I like to say is you need to share your why with everyone. Think about it for a little bit. Is it because you want to earn trips and incentives? Is it to make enough money to buy groceries for the month? Is it something bigger, like you want to pay off your credit card debt? Is it because you want to stay home with family? Is it because you were laid off and you need a new job? What is it that makes you get up every day and want to do what we do? It's so individual to every single one of us. And I like to make everyone think about it and say, what is it? What is your why? Your why should be so powerful that it makes you cry. It makes you cry tears of joy. It makes you jump up and down. You know, really think about it. Yeah. So my why when I first started was because I like kitchen stuff. There wasn't any other big thing that I wanted. I did get laid off from my job, but there wasn't a really huge why. I never came to realize what my why was until later on, after kiddo number 2 was born. And my why shifted in a huge way. My why became staying at home with the kids, being able to spend that family time with them, not putting them in daycare while someone else was raising them. And I was making just enough to make daycare payments, being at home to see their successes and their failures. You know, the trips and incentives, the paycheck were all a big bonus. But when I think about all of the family time that I would have missed, it makes me cry. That is my why. That is my motivation. So you need to sit down and really think and really dig deep and say, what is my why? Does that make sense? All right, the next thing I want to talk about is fast track rewards. Let's see if I can try to switch my screen now. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Fast track rewards. So we have a few different things for fast track. And let's see. Reading control. Let's share. Let's see. So for fast track, we have this document. So benefits beyond the kit. When you add a new team member and they get $1,500 in sales in their first 90 days, so they're earning all of the fun things that come with $1,500. So they're earning the whipped cream maker. They're earning, right this month, it's the Flex. They're earning the cast iron pan. So when you're helping someone earn their first $1,500, you also get $100 in cash. Free money. And you get your stuff, right? Like, how can you go wrong with that? And you also get 50 Pampered Chef dollars to beef up your kit. You can use those PC dollars for anything from training, for what do you call it? Convention. That's the word I'm thinking about. So, I mean, these are some pretty awesome perks. Another incentive that we have is, why is it not? It is not cooperating with me. So this month in February, so first 30 days, we have the whipped cream maker and the skinny spatula. Who's earned that already? No? Keep going. These are all dangling carrots. The Pampered Chef tote bag. So every month, they normally do an awesome little incentive for us to earn for $1,500 in sales. There's been some pretty epic things. My favorite, I think, so far has been Pampered Chef pizza apron. It's pretty awesome. For February, we do have the Flex for 30 days and $1,500, as well as the cast iron enamel pan. Pretty awesome. The stainless steel nonstick, it's the sexy pan for sure. Super heavyweight, amazing, amazing. And the knife block, the best knives, hands down, I have used in a long time. So these are great selling tools for you. We're already cooking in our kitchen. Everybody eats. So why not showcase things that you didn't pay for? It's a great way to use all of the fun things. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk about is How many parties are you all doing in a week? How many parties are you shooting for? If you only have one party a week,
8 a week.
8 a week, yay, Lindsay. But if you're only doing one party a week, why not have 2 parties a week? You're doing the same amount of work, right? Or 3 parties a week or 4 parties a week. So what it really comes down to, I don't know what your situations are. I don't know if any of you have full-time jobs on the side and you're doing this as a side gig. I don't know if you're all stay-at-home moms, if you are retired, if you're doing this just for fun. But honestly, if you're using a posting software or like Post My Party, or you're using something like, what is the other one? Post My Party and SyncShare, or any of the other posting apps for you. I mean, it is literally 3, 5 more clicks to add in another party, to run at the same time, to run on a different day. So what I like to do is I shoot for 4, 6 parties a week if I can. And realistically, 1 out of every 4 parties is gonna maybe not do so well. You're gonna have one all-star host who's gonna blow it out of the water and be at least $1,000. You're gonna have one that's maybe $500. You're gonna have one that's just qualifies at 200, and then you're gonna have occasionally parties that have no sales. The reason why we have more than one party is because you don't want to rely on those parties that have 0 sales. So we always want to be working and not working to a minimum. And for every 4 parties that you host, your host is more than likely going to one day join your team. So we like to do a little cycle called the 4 and 1. So for every 4 parties, potentially 1 person will join your team, which is pretty awesome, because when people join your team, you have that opportunity and they have that opportunity to earn cash as well as all of those fun perks. So remember, your uplines are all here to help you, and they're all here to help you try to get all of the rewards and all of the money on the table. Don't leave those dangling carrots. They're just sitting there waiting for you to grab them. So how do you get party hosts? Has anyone heard of the Franks list? Okay, so the Franks list, F-R-A-N-K and S. So the F stands for friends. You want to get your friends. Ask all of your friends. The R stands for relatives. Who do you know on your relatives list that you can ask? A for acquaintances. N for neighbors. K, who do you know on your friends list, or your kids' friends, that you can ask? And S, if you have a spouse or a significant other, what about their contacts? Who do you know from them that would benefit from a Pampered Chef party? So when you're thinking about the Franks list, you can also think about people that you know that love to cook. Who do you know who loves to eat? What about anyone who's been laid off, or somebody who might need money? How about someone who loves to travel, or someone who's super organized, someone who's really, really fun and would be an epic party host? How about someone who can use a break? Someone who has multiple jobs, someone who is a foodie, or someone who is always on social media? Who do you know on social media who's always posting? who's always funny, who's always engaged. Things like that are what we look for in a host. So I know you might be thinking, well, I don't have time to do so many parties. I don't have time to do all these tasks. Well, let me tell you, I do so many of these tasks when I am sitting in the toilet and I'm hiding from my kids. Or I am sitting in the car and I'm waiting for the kids to come out of school. I'm waiting in line for school pickups. This is when I do the majority of my work. When I'm up in the morning, 45 minutes before the kids get up. It's quiet, so you don't need to do all of your tasks in one day, in one clump. Split it up into 10, 15-minute chunks. It makes it super manageable. And let me tell you, the toilet is my go-to. When I'm there, I'm doing my messaging. It beats speeding a shampoo bottle, right? Like, what did we used to do before cell phones? We sat there and we read that poor little shampoo bottle, and that's what we did. But now I'm sending out messages. I am making my connections. I'm forming those two-way conversations. I'm running my parties. They don't see that you're, sitting on the edge of the tub, hiding from your kids, having a chocolate bar that you hid in there. It's all good. So I'm going to open it up. We are just 29 minutes in. If anyone has any questions, I think that's all I need to cover. Anyone have questions?
You said host my party. What is that?
So it's a posting app. We have lots of templates. We have fun things that we can share within our team members and also within the organization. So what it is it is a paid subscription. You do get, I think it's a 14-day trial when you first start. And it is basically a software that you add permissions into your Facebook app and it will post on your behalf. So you go in, you change like the monthly host specials, you change whatever post you want to change, make it sound like you, and then you punch in your host name, the party link, and voila, it does everything for you. It is amazing, an amazing tool, especially if you're running multiple parties in a week or multiple parties even in a day. Super handy to have, and definitely maybe something to look into when you're ready for that. Anyone else? I guess I can stop sharing my screen now. Any other questions? I hope I didn't confuse everyone totally.
I guess my biggest question is listening to you and then speaking with Alyssa, who's my mentor, talking about how many parties that you're going to have in a week. I'm just trying to get my first one off the ground, and I'm kind of tapping into everybody I know. So I go, okay, well, once that list is done, where do I go from there to find people?
Okay, so we're going to go back to that list of who do you know? So once you tap out of that, the Frank's list and your who do you know list, like who do you know who likes to cook, eat, who's a foodie, who's popular, we do something sometimes called green dotting. So on your acquaintances list, when you're going through Messenger, strike up a conversation with somebody. If someone comments on a post, strike up a conversation with them. I just booked a party with a lady who I know who has a cast on her arm. And she had posted the other day, my cast is going to finally come off this week. And I messaged her the other day and said, hey, I saw that your cast is coming off. You must be so super excited to cook with your air fryer again. And she was like, yes. Oh, by the way, I want to have a party. So that was a nice surprise. But when you're hosting your first couple of parties, especially when you're getting off the ground, ask people to invite their friends and have their friends invite their friends. And once the party is done, I like to send out a message saying, hey, I'm so glad that you joined Lindsay's party. I hope you had fun. What do you think about possibly hosting your own Pampered Chef party? And then once you book that second party, it's a different set of friends for the most part. And then you do the same, and then you do your same. So I want to say that, like, one girl on my team, she's totally killer. She was on the meeting earlier, but she's not anymore. When she first started, I think she had told me that she had was super new to Canada. She had like 10 people that she knew. And fast forward to a year later, she is absolutely killing it. And she messaged me the other day and said, guess what? I have Facebook parties going on, and they are across Canada, and I don't even know them. And that's our goal. Our goal is to reach as many people as we can. And it just comes down to making friends out of everyone who has, I guess, touched our lives in this party, right? So you want to reach out to every single person, whether they purchased or not, and then go from there. And that is like my biggest take on how to find new people, not being stuck in that same circle, because your friends and family are only going to support you so much. My mother has never hosted a party. I don't think she ever will. Same with my dad, same with, like, I'm an only child, so there's my mom and dad. But my brothers and my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, no. So you definitely want to get out of that like super close knit friends and family zone and branch out from there. If that makes sense.
I think so. I think it just sounds really overwhelming right now that I could do more than one party.
Baby steps.
At any given time. Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
It comes in time. When I first started, I was like the laziest consultant. I know Stacey's probably going to beat me for this, but I started, I got my 1200, I got my free kit credit, I got my quick cooker, and then I did nothing for 4 months. And I was in danger of, I think it was actually 6 months. I was in danger of losing everything. I think I lost all of my career sales up to that point. And then it wasn't until I was laid off from my job and I was like, I need to do something to put groceries on the table. And then I started, like, it's so hard to start back once you stop.
Right.
But I started,
it's so hard to start back.
right? And
It's
it was
so hard.
And I was beating my head against the desk because I didn't do anything for 6 months. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. One party at a time. And it grows exponentially. Like, you just have to be consistent. So even though you don't want to do it, reach out, try to book those parties, drop off catalogs if you can. Like the biggest thing, like doctor's offices, your dentist, the vet office, walking your dog, carry some like mini catalogs with you, hand them out, leave them when you go for coffee. So lots of things, like the nail salon, getting a mani and pedi, leave a catalog. So many fun things to do like that. Your neighbors, drop off a catalog in their mailbox. Get on your community Facebook pages if they have like a small business kind of area, things like that. So just it's a little bit of stepping out of your comfort zone and just getting yourself out there, getting the word out. Announce it everywhere on your Facebook page. Hey, I'm new. I just started with Pampered Chef. Can you help support my business? You know? So little things like that, like even doing mystery bags, doing even like free local drop-offs. I have a pretty big following now of people just in my my community, and I'll say, hey, I'm putting in a bulk order for everyone in the community, no shipping cost. I'll drop it off to your door. You can come pick it up for me. And the orders, because they know that I am the Pampered Chef girl, they'll be like, hey, I need a new measuring spoon, or hey, my mix and chop broke or something like that, and I want a new one, or whatever it is. So it's just getting the word out and just getting comfortable with telling the world that you're here and you're ready to help.
Mhm. Okay.
Do you have anything to say, Lindsay? Did I totally bomb this?
No, you did great. You did great. And as you can see, I stopped doing things for too long, and now I'm back in new consultant training. Keep going.
I'll hold your
Keep
hand.
going.
All good.
You have to.
But it's hard. Yeah, it's super hard. Like, especially when you do stop, the momentum builds and builds and builds and builds, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I find even taking 2 months off for summer, it's really hard to get back into the grind when school starts, September starts. So even when I don't want to, I try to hold at least that 1 party or 2 party to keep my feet wet.
And are you doing much when you're doing a virtual party? Are you just kind of setting it up and let it do its own thing?
So once I have my template set up, I change it like normally once a month. So I'll change it. I'll have a few different templates going on. So if I have a wedding shower, that's going to be a different template, obviously, than my normal. A few different party themes going on. So I'll just go in and double check dates. If I have like days of the week, if my party's starting on a different day, I'll change that. Or like host specials, guest specials, go in and change that. But for the most part, I set it up and I let it run. And then I will check in for maybe 10 minutes in a day for a party. So if I have 6 parties running, it's an hour of my time. So I'll go in and I'll search a particular post and I'll answer questions, or I'll tag people, or, do whatever. So if it's like a game post or an ask me anything, I might be, hey, that's a great question. I'll answer their question. And then next party, next party, next party. And so you're not getting into that scroll hole of losing yourself in social media. Spend 10 minutes in your party and spend like 3 hours watching TikToks. Guilty. So set the timer and literally like 10 minutes per party. So people think I spend all day on social media, but I don't.
No.
Really cute dog, Maria. I love that picture.
Thank you.
All right, so we have about 5 minutes left. Is there anything else I can help answer or hold your hand with or try to clarify if I confused you?
It seems very overwhelming at first, like a tremendous amount you have to learn. So I'm hoping it'll get easier.
If you haven't done Dash and you haven't done ClickUp, I would start there.
I've done quite a bit of Dash,
Okay.
but I haven't done the ClickUp. I didn't know what that was.
ClickUp is really, really awesome. So it's kind of like our little training. I believe that Stacy said that she might be reworking it with a few of us. So to make it a little more user friendly, but it's a great resource to have. And then of course, like reach out to your uplines. I'm always here to help too. If you can't get a hold of Alyssa, or you can't get a hold of Stacy, or I don't know who else is your uplines for the rest of you. But we're here to help. And yeah, anytime.
Good to know.
I'm a night owl, so if you need a question like urgently answered at like 11 or 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm always awake.
What part of Canada do you live?
I'm in Alberta. I'm in Calgary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in Edmonton, so.
All right, guys. Well, if that is it, I will let you enjoy the rest of your night. And I can go eat my supper. My husband made me the most amazing hamburger. I don't know if you want to see. See? He used the grill and griddle. I actually have only used the grill and griddle once. It got taken from me right off of the Purelator truck, and I'm not allowed to touch it anymore. So he does all the grill and griddle cooking.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, have a wonderful evening, and I hope this helped you. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
you.